What if I told you that right now, floating somewhere in the vast darkness of space, there are dozens of satellites and probes that humanity has completely lost contact with? Some worth billions of dollars, carrying secrets we'll never recover, drifting silently through the cosmos like ghost ships in an endless ocean. Welcome back to The Curious Route, where today we're diving into the fascinating and sometimes heartbreaking stories of forgotten satellite missions and lost space probes that vanished into the void. And trust me, some of these stories are absolutely mind-blowing. So, buckle up, because we're about to explore humanity's most expensive lost and found box, the universe itself. Let's start with one of the most expensive failures in space exploration history. In 1999, NASA lost contact with the Mars Climate Orbiter, a spacecraft that cost $327 million. But here's where it gets absolutely ridiculous. The probe was lost because of a simple math error. One team was using metric units while another was using imperial measurements. Yes, you heard that right. A mix-up between meters and feet caused this sophisticated piece of technology to slam into Mars's atmosphere and burn up like a shooting star. Imagine spending nearly $250 million only to have your spacecraft become the universe's most expensive math homework mistake. This wasn't just embarrassing, it was a wake-up call that even in the age of supercomputers and brilliant scientists, human error can still doom our most ambitious projects. But the Mars Climate Orbiter isn't alone in its tragic fate. Let me tell you about Beagle 2. A British landing probe that was supposed to touch down on Mars on Christmas Day 2003. It separated from its mothership perfectly, entered Mars's atmosphere right on schedule, and then nothing. Complete silence. For over a decade, nobody knew what happened to this little probe. Scientists wondered if it had crashed, exploded, or been buried under Martian sand. Then, in 2015, NASA's Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter spotted something incredible. There it was, Beagle 2, sitting on the Martian surface, partially deployed but unable to communicate. The solar panels hadn't fully opened, which meant the antenna couldn't extend. So close to success, yet so far. It's like watching someone trip at the finish line of a marathon. Beagle 2 made it all the way to Mars, survived the landing, but failed in the final moments. The probe is still there today, a silent monument to how cruel space exploration can be. Now, let's talk about something even more mysterious. The Soviet Union's Phobos 1 mission in 1988. This probe was designed to study Mars and its moon Phobos, but it never even made it close. Just 2 months after launch, ground control lost contact with it forever. What happened? Well, apparently, a single incorrect command was uploaded to the spacecraft, and it shut down permanently. Just like that, $480 million worth of Soviet engineering became space junk. But here's what makes this story even more intriguing. Some researchers believe there might have been more to the story than just a bad command. The mission was shrouded in Cold War secrecy, and to this day, the full details of what went wrong have never been completely revealed. Was it really just a software error, or was there something else? We may never know, because Phobos 1 is now just another silent wanderer in the solar system, keeping its secrets forever. Speaking of mysteries, let's jump to one of the strangest cases in space exploration. The Cosmos 1443 satellite, launched by the Soviet Union in 1983. This wasn't just any satellite, it was actually a military space station prototype. After completing its mission, it was supposed to return to Earth. Parts of it did, but here's the creepy part. Not everything made it back. Some components are still out there, orbiting Earth in classified trajectories that weren't fully disclosed. Even today, space agencies have to track these fragments to avoid collisions. It's like the Soviets left a puzzle in orbit that we're still trying to piece together. The satellite itself is gone, but its ghost lingers in the form of debris that nobody can fully account for. It's a reminder that space isn't just a frontier for exploration, it was also a Cold War battlefield, and some of those battles left scars that still orbit above our heads. But not all lost probes are from decades ago. In 2003, Japan launched the Nozomi probe, which means hope in Japanese, designed to study Mars's atmosphere. After years of struggling with technical problems and fuel shortages, Nozomi made one final approach to Mars in December 2003. But it couldn't slow down enough to enter orbit. It simply flew past the red planet and drifted off into space. Imagine spending 5 years trying to save a mission, only to watch it sail past your destination like a bus you just missed. Nozomi is still out there somewhere, orbiting the sun in an endless loop, a testament to how even hope can get lost in the cosmos. Then there's the curious case of the European Space Agency's Schiaparelli lander. In 2016, this probe was supposed to demonstrate landing technology on Mars. Everything seemed to be going perfectly during descent, until suddenly, the onboard computer got confused about its altitude. It thought it was on the ground when it was actually still thousands of feet in the air. So what did it do? It shut off the engines and deployed its parachute way too early. Schiaparelli fell from the Martian sky and smashed into the surface at over 300 kilometers per hour, creating a crater that satellites photographed from orbit. The images are haunting. You can see the dark smudge where the probe impacted, surrounded by scattered debris. It's like a crime scene photo from another planet, evidence of a mission that almost worked, but failed in the worst possible way. Now let me tell you about something that gives me chills every time I think about it. The Pioneer 10 and Pioneer 11 probes, launched in the early 1970s. These spacecraft were humanity's first ambassadors to the outer solar system. They explored Jupiter and Saturn, sent back incredible images, and then continued on trajectories that would eventually take them out of our solar system entirely. Each one carries a golden plaque with information about Earth and humanity, just in case some alien civilization finds them millions of years from now. NASA lost contact with Pioneer 10 in 2003 and Pioneer 11 back in 1995. But here's what's haunting. They're still out there, still traveling, moving away from us at thousands of miles per hour. Right now, as you watch this video, Pioneer 10 is over 130 astronomical units away from the Sun, cruising through interstellar space in complete silence. These probes have become time capsules, carrying messages from a younger humanity to a future we can't even imagine. They're not lost in the sense of being failures. They're lost because they succeeded beyond their mission parameters and simply kept going, forever. Let's also talk about the Mars Observer, another heartbreaking NASA loss. In 1993, just 3 days before it was supposed to enter Mars orbit, contact was lost. Poof! Gone, just like that. Engineers suspect a fuel tank exploded during a routine maneuver, destroying the spacecraft instantly. But because we lost contact before it happened, there's no data, no final transmission, nothing. It's like hanging up a phone call and never knowing what the other person was about to say. The Mars Observer took with it years of research and hopes of understanding Mars's climate and geology. One moment it was there, the next it was gone. Somewhere in the space between Earth and Mars, its remains scattered and unknown. And we can't forget about Cosmos 954, a Soviet nuclear-powered satellite that crashed in 1978, not lost in space, but lost control and fell to Earth. It scattered radioactive debris across northern Canada, creating an international incident and a massive cleanup operation called Operation Morning Light. The satellite was designed to monitor ocean activity, but its reactor malfunctioned, and it came tumbling down. This incident changed how we think about nuclear power in space and the risks of losing control of our satellites. Even though it came back to Earth, it was lost in every meaningful way, scattered across hundreds of miles of frozen wilderness. These stories remind us that space exploration is incredibly difficult and unforgiving. Every satellite we launch, every probe we send to distant worlds, represents years of work, billions of dollars, and the dreams of thousands of scientists and engineers. When we lose them, we lose more than just machines. We lose knowledge, opportunities, and pieces of human achievement. But here's the beautiful thing. We keep trying. Despite all these failures, Despite the Mars climate orbiters and the Beagle 2s, we keep building, keep launching, keep reaching for the stars. Because that's what humans do. We're explorers, and every loss teaches us something valuable for the next mission. Some of these probes, like the Pioneers, have achieved a kind of immortality, carrying human messages across the galaxy long after everyone who built them has passed away. Others, like the Mars Climate Orbiter, serve as expensive but important lessons. And some, like Beagle 2, sit on distant worlds as monuments to how close we came to success. They're all part of humanity's story of reaching beyond our planet, of refusing to be confined to one small rock in an infinite universe. So here's my question for you. Which of these lost missions surprised you the most? Did you know about the math error that doomed the Mars Climate Orbiter? Or that Pioneer 10 is still cruising through interstellar space right now? Drop a comment below and let me know. And if you found these stories as fascinating as I do, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss another journey down the curious route. We've got plenty more mind-blowing space stories, historical mysteries, and incredible tales from science and beyond coming your way. Thanks for watching, and remember, even in failure, there's something beautiful about humanity's determination to explore the unknown. I'll see you in the next one.